In this video, we are going to see how to use LinkedIn lead generation form for marketing of astrology business. So let's say that you are using LinkedIn lead generation form, and here every time you receive a new response, then you want that the lead details that you have received should be added to your Google Sheet as a new row. Now, how can that be done? For this, you will have to integrate the two applications, and the same thing can be done using Pabbly Connect software. So here your trigger application will be LinkedIn lead generation form and your action application will be Google Sheets. Now, how can you do this yourself? Integrate and automate this entire process. To understand that, let me take you to my screen. To begin with the process, we are first going to type the URL pabbly.com/connect, and as we do that, here we have reached the landing page of this software. On the right hand side, you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. So if you are an existing user, simply click on sign in. If you are a new user, click on this tab sign up. It won't take more than 2 minutes, and also at the time of account creation, you will get 100 free tasks. So now I'm going to click on sign in, and as I do that, here we have reached the all applications page. Now I'm going to click on access now for Pabbly Connect, as we are doing this integration using Pabbly Connect software. So here we have reached the dashboard. On the right hand side, you can see a tab create workflow. Let's click on this. Now a dialog box has appeared which is asking us to name this workflow. So here my objective is that I have got a lead generation form. Here I'm using LinkedIn lead generation form, where every time I receive a new lead, then it should be added to a Google Sheet. Here I'm going to promote, or I'm going to market my astrology business. So I'm going to name it as use LinkedIn lead generation form for marketing of astrology business. Let's click on create. As I do that, here you can see we have reached another window which has got two extremely important events. One is trigger, another one is action. Now triggers and actions are basically those two principles or concepts on which this entire automation works. Trigger is when this happens, action says do this. Basically action here is the response of your trigger application. Now as per this integration, my trigger application will be LinkedIn lead generation forms. And then we have the trigger event. So the trigger event is the event that is going to make this workflow run. And here it would be new lead generation forms response. So this workflow is going to trigger every time we receive a new lead generation form response. Now here on the right hand side, it is mentioned that this trigger will check for new data in every 10 minutes, which basically means that this trigger application has a polling time of 10 minutes. So the workflow is going to run in every 10 minutes to fetch for new data. Now I'm going to click on connect. Now here Pabbly Connect is asking to connect itself with the LinkedIn lead generation forms account. For this, I'm going to click on add new connection. Now I already have logged into my LinkedIn lead generation forms. So let's click on connect here. As I do that, here you can see that the authorization has been successful. So before you do that, please make sure that you have already logged into your LinkedIn lead generation forms. Now here you can see that it is asking me to mention the account and the lead form. So to understand this, first of all, I'm going to take you to my LinkedIn lead generation form account. And here you can see that the name is Naveen Kolhe. So it has been rightly captured by the system. The next thing is lead form. To understand this, first I'm going to take you to my LinkedIn lead generation form account. So this is LinkedIn Campaign Manager. And here you can see that within assets, we have lead generation forms. Let me click on this and show you. Here, I already have created a few forms. Now, how can you create a new form? By clicking on this blue tab. So let me show you how actually you can create. So you have the form details here. You have to enter the form name, then the language, offer headline, details, then your company's privacy policy. And if you want to enter the text, that is optional. Then here we have lead details and custom questions. So let's say you want to add first name, last name, email address. Apart from this, if you wish to add phone number as well, so you just have to simply search for this and you can enter. If you want to add any subjective question or any customized question, you can add it from here. Then here we have some custom checkboxes. Then this is confirmation, basically a message like write a thank you message. And then here you can enter the landing page URL. Basically, let's say that if you have added some call for action buttons, so register here or sign up or just like visit website. So you can enter the landing page of the URL here. Then you have thank you message call to action. So here we have again a lot of options like visit company website, learn more, view now, download now, try now. Then we have hidden fields. So add additional fields to your form by tracking purposes. So hidden fields will not show to members when they view your form and will not connect any additional personal data about the submitting member. Now how do you have to do that? You will have to click on this plus icon and you can add it. This is how you can create a form. So I'm going to go back, and here I already have created a form. Now since I'm creating a form for the marketing of my astrology business, I have created a form. The name is Know Your Fate Astrology Expert. Let me show you the same. Let me go to edit. Okay, so here this is the name of my form. Then we have the language, which is English. Offer headline that I have kept is Come and Know a little more about yourself. Now here the offer details you want, you can add. I have just left it blank. Then we have privacy policy URL over here, and here again the text. So since this is just a test case, I have added the privacy policy of my company. Then we have the lead details and custom questions. So here I have added 4 questions. I have not added any custom question yet. Then again, not added any custom checkboxes. Then we have confirmation. So for this I have added a message: thank you for submitting the form, we will connect with you soon. This is the landing page URL that I have added. Thank you message. Call to action for this I have added visit company website. No hidden fields. So now here you can see that this is the preview of my form. So here you can see that in the preview you can actually check out everything. Come and know a little more about yourself, and this is how your form is going to appear. First of all, I'm going to save this because I had made a little change. Let's click on confirm. Now here you can see we have campaign groups. These are the campaign groups. Let me show you the same. So this is default campaign group. Since this is just a test case and not a paid campaign, so I'm going to go ahead with this. Now within this campaign group, I have got a single campaign running, which is lead generation. So let me show you the same. So here this is the campaign, and within this campaign I have got 2 advertisements. The first one is Know Your Future Better. So this is the advertisement that I have created for my astrology business, and this is another test form. So you can again create your own ad by clicking on this create tab. To create an ad, we can click on this, and here what all things that you would have to add. To create an ad, you will have to enter the name of the ad, then there has to be an introductory text, and then a destination URL. And here you can add multiple images related to your ad. Then again you have the headline and description. And then here we have the form details. So again here you have options, call to action. So you want a sign up button, apply now, download, get code, learn more, subscribe or register. You can add that, and here you can add the form that is to be associated with the campaign. This is how you have to create an ad. Going back, I already have created this ad. Let me show you the same. Let me go to edit. And as I do that, here you can see the name of this ad is Know Your Fate with our expert astrologers. Then this is the introductory text here, and this here is the destination URL. And then here we have the image which is related to my advertisement. Then again we have the headline and the description. So for the form details, here you can see call to action, I have asked to register, and the form that I have added here is sample lead generation form. Why? Because this is just a test case and this is not a paid campaign. So this is the default form that I'm going to use. Now I'm going to go back, and here you can see a sample lead generation form is associated. Now I'm going to take you back to Pabbly Connect. And here the lead form that I have selected is sample lead generation form. Now as I click on save and send test request, it is going to capture the last lead that was created through that advertisement. So you can see there is no response. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you back here, and here I'm going to click on this link. As soon as I do that, I have reached my LinkedIn page for this advertisement, and here you can see the tab register. Let's click on this. Now since this is just a test form, so I'm going to fill up the details. Let's say the email address here is newyuser@pabblytudes.com, and then here we have the phone number, which is okay. So now here the first name and the last name have already been mentioned, and now I'm going to click on submit. Now when you would be creating a form, you can add as many fields as you would want. Your heading, the description, everything would be customized. This is just a test case and this is not a paid campaign. That is why I'm going ahead with the default form. Now once this is added, going back to Pabbly Connect to see if we receive the details of the lead. So here you can see that we have received the API response where the name of the form is sample lead generation form. And as I take you down, so here you can see that I have received the phone number, the last name, first name and email address of the user who has just filled up the form. Now what is my objective? My objective here is to add these details to a spreadsheet. Here I'm going to take the example of a Google Sheet. Let's click on this. And what is the action event here? Add new row. Let's click on connect. So here Pabbly Connect is asking to connect itself with the Google Sheets account. I'm going to click on add new connection, sign in with Google. And here I'm going to choose an account. Once done, Pabbly Connect Sheets want to access my Google account. So I'm going to click on allow. And as I do that, here you can see that the authorization has been successful. So once this is done, here we have to map the information. Basically, we have to enter the spreadsheet. So I already have created a spreadsheet. The name is new subscribers. And here I have the following fields: first name, last name, email address and contact number. So I'm going to go back to Pabbly Connect. And here I'm going to select the spreadsheet, which is new subscribers. As soon as I do that, here you can see that the system has automatically captured the sheet. Why? Because there was only one table in that. Next is first name. So I'm going to map the information. How? As I click on this, you can see the previous step, and as I take you down, this here is the first name. Now the method with which I have added the information here is known as mapping. Mapping is that I already have this information in the previous step and I'm just going to retrieve it here. This is important so that every time the workflow runs, it can take the new data into consideration. Had I written this word Pabbly manually, so even when my workflow was running for the nth time, so it wouldn't have taken the new information, it would have taken the first name as Pabbly only. That is why to avoid that, we need mapping. The next thing is last name. So let's go down. This here is the last name. Then we have the email address. So this here is the email address. And last, the contact number. So this here is the contact number. As I click on save and send test request, here you can see we have received the response according to which this information now become a part of my Google Sheet. Let's go here and yes, we can see that as soon as the form is submitted there, then the details of that lead would be received here in your Google Sheet. Now here, instead of Google Sheet, you can add any other application like an email marketing tool, or you can add any other spreadsheet or an Excel sheet so that you can actually secure the data. So this basically means that our integration is a success, but we also need to check the same in real time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back here, and again as I click on this, so here I'm going to register once again, and this time let's say the email address is smartuser@pabblytuts.com, and then we have the phone number. This here is the phone number. Okay, now I'm going to click on submit. And as I do that, what should happen? Automatically, this information should become a part of my Google Sheet. But we know here that this particular application has a polling time of 10 minutes. So now we are going to wait for 10 minutes so that the information can become a part of my Google Sheet. So it's been 10 minutes. Now let's go back to the Google Sheet and I'm going to quickly refresh this. And here you can see that yes, we have received our information. This basically means that this integration is a complete success. Going back to Pabbly Connect, let's quickly understand what we have done. So here our trigger application is LinkedIn lead generation forms where the event is new lead, and our action is Google Sheets where we have added a new row. I hope this is absolutely clear to you. If in case you have any doubt, you can refer to the workflow which is given in the video description. You can also clone the same and start to process immediately. Apart from this, if you have any specific integration to work on, you can always write to us. Not only this, but you can integrate multiple applications using Pabbly Connect software. To ask any of your query, you have to write at forum.pabbly.com. You can also visit our website, which is www.pabbly.com/connect. To get all the details about the latest updates, the integrations and applications, you can visit our Facebook group. If in case you have found this video helpful, then do not forget to share this with your friends and colleagues so that they can also get into automation and make their life easy. I'm going to see you very soon with different integrations and automations. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Take care of yourself.